powerful hailstorm swept through Islamabad and parts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa on Wednesday, damaging vehicles, solar panels, and trees while causing flash floods in some areas. Windscreens were shattered and power outages reported as large hail pelted the city for over half an hour. Children were caught off guard outdoors and authorities scrambled to manage drainage and traffic. Meanwhile, parts of Rawalpindi escaped the hail, though heavy rain still caused disruption. Climate voices, including ex-minister Sherry Rahman, blamed the extreme weather on climate change, calling it a sign of growing volatility. Meanwhile, in another development, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif unveiled a wide-ranging incentive package for overseas Pakistanis at a major convention in Islamabad, including special courts, educational quotas, tax relief, and job age relaxations. The Green Channel for smoother airport entry will be revived soon, and legal reforms are being fast-tracked to shield expats from litigation abuse. He praised the diaspora for record-breaking remittances and promised to honor them annually. Army Chief General Asim Munir also addressed the gathering, calling overseas Pakistanis brain gain and reaffirming solidarity with Gaza and Kashmir. On the international cooperation front, Prime Minister Shehbaz credited China's backing as essential for securing Pakistan's latest IMF program, calling Beijing the country's most sincere friend. He made the remarks while launching an initiative to send 1,000 agricultural graduates to China for training. The program aims to modernize farming through research and tech. China's ambassador echoed support, citing $35.4 billion in CPEC investments as a sign of enduring ties. The Prime Minister emphasized that reviving agriculture is key to food security, exports, and rural development. Meanwhile, on the regional security front, Pakistan and Afghanistan officials are meeting in Kabul for long-awaited talks under the Joint Coordination Committee, amid rising cross-border tensions. With deportations, border clashes, and militant activities straining relations, the talks aim to find common ground. Both sides have paused construction of disputed posts and are pushing for a ceasefire extension. Parallel trade talks are also underway to boost commerce and ease border logistics. Pakistan remains firm on concerns over TTP's safe havens in Afghanistan, while Kabul denies allowing any group to use its soil against others. The United States has significantly raised its demands ahead of the upcoming nuclear talks with Iran, now calling for the complete elimination of Tehran's uranium enrichment program. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff stated that any final deal must require Iran to fully halt both enrichment and weaponization activities, marking a shift from earlier openness to limited peaceful enrichment. The State Department echoed this stance, saying elimination, not limitation, is the new goal. Talks are set to resume on April 19, with Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi leading Tehran's delegation. Iran maintains that its nuclear program is peaceful and legal under international law. The 2015 JCPOA deal, which limited enrichment, was scrapped by the President Trump in 2018. Tensions have further escalated over recent Houthis' attack in the Red Sea, which the U.S. attributes to Iran, warning of direct retaliation. A White House ceremony honoring Ohio State's National Football Championship took a surprising turn when Vice President J.D. Vance accidentally dropped the team's trophy during a photo session with the President Trump. The incident happened as the Buckeyes posed for pictures, prompting gasps and laughter when the trophy slipped from Vance's hands. He later took to social media to poke fun at himself, joking, "I didn't want anyone after Ohio State to get the trophy, so I decided to break it." The moment quickly went viral online, sparking a mix of trolling and amusement across social media. Despite the mishap, the team's visit to the White House celebrated their major achievement, though the trophy may now require a bit of fixing. French President Emmanuel Macron urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to end the suffering of civilians in Gaza, stressing that only a ceasefire can secure the release of remaining Israeli hostages. In a post-call message on X, Macron demanded full access for humanitarian aid into the besieged enclave, echoing UN warnings of a deepening crisis as no aid has entered for weeks. Macron reaffirmed France's priorities: the release of hostages, Hamas demilitarization, and a long-term political solution, including the creation of a Palestinian state. He hinted France may recognize Palestine at a UN conference in June, drawing Israeli criticism. Netanyahu firmly rejected the idea, calling it a huge reward for terrorism. The Israeli leader also reiterated his opposition to a Palestinian state and warned of Iran-backed threats. Macron separately voiced support for the Palestinian Authority governing Gaza post-war, provided it undergoes reforms. Hamas arm wing says it has lost contact with the unit holding Eden Alexander, a 21-year-old Israeli-American soldier believed to be the last living U.S. hostage in Gaza. According to spokesman Abu Ubaidah, the area where Alexander was held came under Israeli bombardment and he may have been killed. A video released days earlier showed Alexander alive, appealing directly to U.S. President Donald Trump and expressing distrust in Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. Hamas has warned that continued Israeli strikes could result in more hostage deaths. Meanwhile, Israel continues its military offensive, vowing to free all hostages and dismantle Hamas. Over 51,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, have been killed since October, according to Palestinian officials. Israel has proposed a 45-day ceasefire in exchange for 11 hostages and Hamas disarmament. Hamas is viewing the offer but refuses to lay down arms. The UN warns that Gaza's humanitarian crisis is now at its worst.